I'm supposed to ask you something.
I got a first comment on the chili.
Yeah.
The worst part of it is it was the first day of fall.
Yep. And chili rang the bell, didn't it?
Day of fall, where you kick off the chili season.
Oh, with homemade chili.
Royce is bringing up something we were talking about off the air. So if you're wondering what the hell we're talking
about.
I
dropped a bowl of chili.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just
I thought that was a good radio bit.
No, we were off the air. We were off the air.
Yeah. And it wasn't just a
chili on the floor. Okay.
Not a cruddy can of Hormel or, canned chili. It was the real.
This was the real
homemade stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't mess around with her chili.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I have discovered in my old age, Joe?
We're not going to do steps again, are we?
No, about that stuff.
Yeah.
Your grip is okay, but your grip is not as firm unless you make it more firm. So the way I have
you're right.
grabbed stuff my whole life, I, not with a big iron grip, I'm dropping stuff all the time. I can squeeze it hard enough if I remember that I should squeeze it harder than I have for the first 70 years of my life. But now I drop a lot of stuff just because I don't grip it hard.
Well, compounding this was the oven mitt gave me a poor grip.
Yes, the oven mitts are not.
Because I was worried that the part of the oven grip was touching the chili,
right.
And as I tried to pull the oven mitt up out of the chili, there she went. There she went.
Mm-hmm. We have now this little frying pan. It's the smallest one, the one you can cook 2 eggs in, right?
Yeah.
Instead of having to get a big pan all, But the handle gets cooked, and I keep forgetting that. Every pan I've ever had, you can pick up the handle. Now this one you go, and then you know what you do?
Oh.
You swear very loud. Yeah.
Can I tell you something interesting?
All through the house.
No,
right?
Can I tell you something interesting about that? I never uttered a word of profanity.
My!
I was so stunned.
I think I would have punched myself in the face.
Yeah, right.
I would have been so upset with myself.
I just remained completely, there was no one around anyway. I remained completely silent. Almost as though
staring at the chili.
Almost as though in just utter shock.
But all you had was that chili.
That's all I had.
And now it's gone.
And how's the wife's homemade chili? Pretty damn good.
The best in the world.
There's a lot of bad chili out there.
That was the
morons. Yeah, we even have morons putting chicken in it.
That's why I'm lamenting this. So this was a taste sensation.
No, she put sirloin in there. It's not just ground beef.
We don't put ground beef in it, baby. It's got sirloin in it.
This is a tragedy.
I did eat one hunk of sirloin off the floor because I couldn't stand to let it go.
Well, at least you could then go watch the Twins, and that'd be exciting. So that was good. So,
boy, what a swoon, huh? What a swoon.
They had 2 hits last night, and if second base had been home plate, they still would have gotten beat 4-1.
Yeah.
They got 1 runner to second base at night.
Pat, how are we not to believe they've lost interest? It wasn't 10 days ago. They swept Kansas City. Now they go to Kansas City and get swept. How are we to believe their hearts are in it? They're not in it. They're not in it.
Now, they might get a break tonight because they might get rained out. Otherwise, Shohei Ohtani will pitch a no-hitter if he wants to.
If he wants to, you're right. You're right.
He's supposed to pitch for he might leave after 7. So it won't be an official no-hitter. But they have – I heard a rumor that Correa won't be in the lineup today. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not sure if that's 100%. You take him out, they got a 20% chance of getting 1 hit.
That's right. And Otay's got a 50% chance of hitting 2 home runs.
Yes, he does. I don't know which one of our chuckers is on the hill, but Sonny Gray has packed it in.
The local kid,
Louis Varland.
Varland, thank you. He's throwing tonight.
You know what I do? If Louis doing all right, don't pull him after 6. Let him go.
No. Well, when they pulled him in New York, it was 5 1/3. He was doing too well. They had to get him the hell out.
Where's he from? North St. Paul?
North St. Paul. And he had two aunts, the Barlin sisters, that were two of the great early fast pitch softball pitchers. One of them, I believe, is in the Gopher Hall of Fame. His two aunts. His father. The legend has it that when he'd get a hit for like the North St. Paul Legion team and that drove in a run, he'd be identified as the brother of the two Barlin girls. he would in the North St. Paul paper out there.
I want to see more of them. I'd let them go tonight. Let them pitch. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to cost the boys the pennant. That's for sure. I'm really worried about my friend Suhan, though, the columnist. I'm wondering if he's into those THC gummies or what the hell's going on. He wrote this optimistic thing about 2023 today. I'm really worried. I don't know.
You, sir, have no right to talk.
Oh, that's
about
right. Kenny's got a bone
anybody's optimism. I am really worried that you're back on the gin, Reusse. What in the hell has happened to you?
Are you referring to my column about my old friend and Joe's buddy Harvey McKay?
Yes, he is.
Who the hell are you? I don't know you. You really let me down, Patrick. You broke my heart.
Kenny, here's the deal. This is just between us guys. Hopefully nobody's listening.
Right.
This was based. Okay. The Big Ten West is horrible, right? These guys got the best running back in the country. Michigan State has turned out to be not that good. There's a very good chance they're favored at Michigan State. I had to get out in front of the freight train here, buddy. That might have been my last chance to get out in front of the freight train, but I did it in the best way I could by pretty much ignoring him for the 23 of the 25 inches of the column.
Where did I tell you the lead was? Right. Where did I tell you the lead was?
Patrick, it was the last line.
The last line of the column was the lead.
Yes, it was. And that was not unintentional.
I know exactly what you mean. It's almost a Sid rule. You had to you weren't setting up the loss. What was the Sid rule when it came to victory?
I was setting up the victory.
Setting up the victory. Yeah.
Setting up the victory. But Joe, I know you wouldn't have wanted to been there, but my 80-minute conversation with Harvey last month, I bet I got in at least 2-3 minutes.
I would have thrown a hot bowl of soup in his face and left.
Gee whiz, Joe. Wow.
Oh, I think he's a miserable cur.
Really?
He's going to be 90, and he's still making plans for the McKay Institute.
No, God love you, Harvey, and I'm glad you're leading a long life. But I don't have a soft spot for Harvey. I don't.
You should have a drive.
Right.
That's true. Yes.
He engineered my departure from the Star Tribune. Other than that, he's a hell of a guy.
But I think you landed on your feet,
I did.
Joe.
I did.
Yeah. He was 1B, I would say.
Yeah.
1A was 1A. He died a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but who do you think was working on Sid? It was Harvey.
Oh no.
Oh, yes, it was.
Sid was working on him all alone. Sid suspected you the first day you walked into the newspaper and didn't know how to spell music, man.
No, I knew how. He didn't.
How the K?
I knew why you didn't know how to spell music.
Hey, horse's ass.
Who's this horse's ass? It looks like Neil Young.
Looks like Neil Young.
I spell music. Got a C or 2 Ks.
No, the comment a couple of weeks ago when that old photo of you two surfaced and Reusse said, "Look at this Nixon ripping lefty. Whatever happened to him?"
Hey, you know what, though? I was at an event the other day, and we all agreed, a bunch of old radio and sports guys, that how less rich our lives would have been without Sidney to tell stories about and watch his goofy behavior, right, and play off him and stuff. It's amazing how much of our lives was consumed with saying, "Sid, shut the bleep up."
Yeah. Well, I've always said the worst competitor I ever faced was a guy in my own paper.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I've said I switched papers and it didn't change our relationship.
Didn't change a damn
one
thing.
bit.
No.
No, I was still that no good, miserable guy who would rip the Vikings when they got beat.
Speaking of the Vikings, let's not forget they lost to the Lions last year. Might
should
that
have
happen
been.
again?
They should have been swept by the Lions
Might
last
that
year.
happen again Sunday?
It will be interesting to see if the defense is fixable after that fiasco in Philadelphia, because Detroit's apparently now the one thing Detroit doesn't have that Philly did is the mobile quarterback.
True. Yeah.
Jared Goff's an old-fashioned throw the ball quarterback, so it might make things easier for them. But did you see my new hero of Vikingdom? We have all these guys out there saying it's all on me, but they won't tell us why it's all on them, the coaches, and all that crap, you know, all that new age stuff.
Yeah.
And then the crusty old defensive coordinator today, Ed Donatel, well, the quotes were yesterday, and basically said, it wasn't my fault. Blame those dumbass players.
Yeah. I'll give you the one that drives me crazy. I don't know which Viking said it, but he said, we didn't have any energy in Philadelphia. And I wanted to say, why? Why didn't you have energy? What do you mean you didn't have any energy? Why in the hell were you there then?
It was your second game, and let's see, the last, and most of them didn't play any of the exhibitions. It was your second game, and the months you've been out there, I think you should have been fully.
They had to have energy.
TV.
What
National
a bunch of
TV.
BS! I hate that. We didn't have any energy. Why?
Yeah,
Somebody needs to ask them why.
No. Yeah, maybe they've been watching the Twins. I don't know. Maybe that happened to them.
You know what they needed?
Do you want to feel so energetic?
That's right.
Yeah, they needed power thirst.
More babies.
The Wild play as soon as this Sunday. They face Colorado.
Isn't that amazing? They
Yeah.
show up, they skate around for about 20 minutes, and they're going to play an exhibition.
And Kasparov will not talk about his summer in Russia. I'd like to know what he went through, but he won't tell us.
Well, I think he's doing it to protect
with
his
mom
family.
and dad and
Yeah.
all the relatives still there, and now 1 million of them being called into the army. He's probably not.
Okay, with his money, can't he get the family out of there and move them all here?
I hear they were all trying to get. A lot of people trying to get the hell out of there through any place they could.
Right.
When the idiot announced this, is somebody going to take care of him for us?
God, I wish. I really wish.
Oh, he's well padded. Too many layers.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Just
we need
say,
Mitch
hey.
Rapp.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, bring back Mitch. Somebody
Yeah.
like that.
Before you move on, Patrick and I were in discussions of this topic. The story of the week is in the NBA, and once again, undefeated.
Undefeated.
Patrick,
This is the
take it
coach you're
away.
talking about?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Boston.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday. They got the coach, like on the anniversary of Gerson Rosas getting fired here. They basically suspended this coach for a year.
What's his name? The Celtics coach?
Udoka or something like that.
Yeah.
But
He had a hell of a year last year.
Yeah. He's a
I
good
was
coach.
talking to you know who wouldn't be successful in the NBA front office these days? Donald Draper.
I know the name, but I don't know Draper.
Mad Men.
Oh, that guy.
Mad
Yeah,
Men.
yeah.
He wouldn't have lasted 20 minutes.
Well, fill me in here, guys. What happened?
The
Off
head
the
coach
top.
of the Boston Celtics has been suspended for the entire 2022-23
For an
season.
Inappropriate but consensual relationship with another member of the
Oh, an in-house
Wow.
romance.
Why was it inappropriate?
Well, his wife and kids
because-
probably. had
Oh, I
something
didn't
to
know
say
he was
about
had
it.
a family.
Yeah.
Oh.
well, no. Plus, if you have a position of higher authority,
Right.
I believe that these days you are deemed to be using that influence.
Yeah, Joe, like you wouldn't be able to sleep with any of us.
Oh,
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Let me,
right.
let me
Thank
ask the
God.
question, everybody.
Gerson had the same problem here.
Well, the question everybody's asking, though, me included, what do I know about the wife? I mean, can we blame him for this, or is
Oh, God.
you know, maybe
Yeah. Well, up there in Alexandria, you might be able to, but not long.
Yeah, Kenny, you might be able to get away with that.
and maybe she's like
Not
at the
in
point.
Boston.
Maybe she's the wife is at the point Such and I are at, where we don't care and we actually encourage it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the bad thing about Gerson's whole deal was that when they introduced him, they ran his little twins up there to sit on his lap. They were about 4 then, I would say.
Mhm.
And it was going to say, we don't have that evil, grouchy bachelor, Tom Thibodeau anymore. We got this wonderful family man with these young children running around. And then, a year and a half later, goodbye, Gerson. See you.
Yeah, they call that bad optics. That's bad
Yeah,
optics.
yeah.
Pat, if you were intending to go to the game tonight, I don't know if you were, but
I am going to the game tonight. Yes, not looking good for rain though. Right?
no, I was going to say I think you'll get the game in. I'm an
really?
amateur meteorologist. I'm just suggesting you'll get the game in.
Oh, I was very hopeful they'd get rained out. So were they.
Yeah. I'll talk to you Monday.
All right. See
Very
ya.
good. Thank you very much.
Bye.